Welcome to dear students. Here we are going to learn CHG 290 course, that is organometallic chemistry. In this topic we already discussed the homogeneous catalyst and different cycle which involve the homogeneous catalyst. Examples are here. The examples are hydroformylation, Wacker process, Monsanto process, etc. Today we are going to learn the next catalyst, that is called as a heterogeneous catalyst. In this we include the water gas process and polymerization process. Okay, so let's start with the first, that is water gas process. What is the water gas? Water gas is a mixture of combustible gases like CO and H2. It contains a little amount of non-combustible gases like CO2 and N2. It can be prepared by passing alternatively steam and air through a bed of red hot coke, or the core maintained at about the temperature 900 to 1000 degree Celsius. This water gas has the composition CO and H2. What is the principal use for this preparation of the water gas? Heating and the chemical synthesis. Let we see the raw material used for the water gas. We used bituminous and anthracite type of the coal or the coke. The quantitative requirement are, it requires the 100 cubic meter of water gas from the carbon in the form of coke we required 55 kg, or the carbon as in form of coal which we required 58 kg. Air we required 220 newton meter cube, and the steam is 80 kg. Okay, next we see the reaction. First of all, the steam is passed, and this steam is react with the red hot coke, that is coal, at about the temperature 1000 degrees Celsius. The reactions are as follow: carbon which react with steam, that is water, it get CO plus H2, that is called combination of CO plus H2, it's called as a water gas. And here we get the minus 29 kilocalorie energy. This is the endothermic reaction. Here, hence the temperature of the bed falls below 1000 degree Celsius. Let me see how this process is happened in presence of catalyst. Here we use the catalyst, that is CO4 FeCO. That means the catalyst which is used is FeCO5. CO5. Okay. What happened here? This Fe4CO, there is a addition of OH minus is takes place. This is oxidative addition of OH minus. This OH minus which is attached to this carbonyl, not the Fe compound. Okay, and here we get the CO4FeCOOH. That is carbonyl compound get converted to the acid, carboxylic acid. Then after that, by the beta hydride elimination, hydrogen which is attached to the Fe and this CO2 get removed. That means here we get the first compound, that is what? CO2. Okay, and here we get CO4FeH minus. Then by the addition of H plus ion, here there is a removal of this H, and this H plus ion is attached to this Fe, and here there is a removal of H2. Okay, and by the removal of this H2, this is our second product, we get our original catalyst, that is CO4Fe. Okay, and then the CO4Fe, by the addition of one more CO, we get what? Our original catalyst, that is FeCO5. This is the catalytic process for the conversion of carbon and what? Water into carbon dioxide and the hydrogen. Okay, next we learn the properties of water gas. It burns with the blue flame, and this is very poisonous in nature due to the presence of carbon monoxide. What are the uses of this water gas? These are used for industrial hydrogenation, for manufacture of alcohol, and also as a fuel in the industrial preparation. One more uses are, the water gas is a good heating fuel because of its high calorific value. It is a good source of hydrogen on a commercial scale, and also used for the manufacture of methyl alcohol. Okay, this is about what? The water gas. Here we completed the water gas. Next important heterogeneous catalyst is Ziegler-Natta catalyst. These are the two scientists. First is the Ziegler and the second is the Natta, who discovered this catalyst. That's why it is called as the Ziegler-Natta catalyst. Let us see the introduction. This Ziegler-Natta catalyst is an important class of a mixture of a chemical compounds remarkable for their ability to effect the polymerization of the olefin. What is the main use of this Ziegler-Natta? This is the catalyst which is mainly useful for the polymerization of the olefin. Okay, olefin means what? The here hydrocarbon containing what? Carbon-carbon double bond. Here to the polymer of the high molecular weight and the stereoregular structure. Here these Carl Ziegler's who discovered this catalyst in 1953. Here ALET3, this is the co-catalyst which is react with our main catalyst, that is TiCl4. This is our main catalyst. Always asked in the net set examination, in Ziegler-Natta process or the polymerization of the olefin, which catalyst we used, that is the TiCl4, titanium tetrachloride, at giving the temperature 20 to 70 degrees Celsius and the pressure 1 atmosphere. Here in presence of alkene or the olefin, it get converted to the linear polymer. The polymer having the molecular weight 10,000 to the 20 lakh. Next is the Nattas, who discovered or who modified this catalyst in 1954. According to the Nattas, this alkene which is react with the TiCl3 in presence of AlEt2Cl, it get converted to the different types of the alkanes. Here you can see this is the isotactic alkane, this is the syn-diotactic alkane. Okay, here the meaning of this word we will learn afterward. Okay, let us see the mechanism of this. The typical Ziegler-Natta catalyst is what? It is a mixture of titanium tetrachloride and triethyl. This is a triethyl compound, trialkyl aluminum. Okay, the mechanism begins with the formation of the complex with the titanium and the aluminum. You can see here this titanium tetrachloride which is reacted with the triethyl aluminum. Here there is a this tetrahedral compound get converted to the octahedral form, and this they form a empty site here and there. Here where this trialkyl aluminum which is attached, the CH2 of this trialkyl aluminum is attached to this titanium. In the next step, what happened? The alkyl group of the aluminum, this part is transferred to the carbocation. Here this alkyl group is transferred to this carbocation. You can see to the carbocation. This transfer happens so rapidly that the carbocation formed in the previous step does not have time to rearrange. Thus, the titanium stereospecifically insert the propylene group between itself and the ethyl group. You can see here, this is the carbocation which is attached to this titanium. Okay, then this CH2 of the aluminum which is attached to this carbocation, and here we get the this type of the structure. Okay, here this is the our compound. Here this is our compound, this is attached to this CH2 of the aluminum, and then titanium get the negative charge over here. Next step, what happened here, this alkyl group of the aluminum transfer to the carbocation. Here we already discussed. Then the titanium complex continue to stereospecifically insert the additional propylene monomer between itself and the last ethyl group added to the chain. This repeating reaction form is the isotactic polymer. Here what happened, this is the carbocation of this alkyl compound which is attached to this CH2 of the aluminum. Then n number of CH2 alkyl group which attached same manner, and here at this position we get the polymer of this compound. Okay, then to stop this reaction, to end up this reaction, the chemists destroy the complex by treating it with the methanol. That means here we get if you want to stop this reaction, we add the methanol over here, and then this methanol is stop this reaction over here by breaking of this bond like this here at this CH2 position and also this aluminum position. Here we get the product. Okay, here let me see the examples of the polymerized compound. Here the propene can polymerize in the three ways. First, that is atactic process. Atactic process, that means what, if we get the polymer here, this here the first CH3 group which is to the above the plane, and the another CH3 group which is the below the plane. The and here there is a no any alternative is there. Okay, that means sometimes the 2 or 3 CH3 group is present to the back side of the group plane, or some of these are present above the plane. That is called as a atactic polymerized compound. Isotactic, that means if all the compound, all the CH3 group is present above the plane, either above the plane, or all the CH3 group are present below the plane. That type of alkane or polymerized compound are called as a isotactic process. And the symbiotic process, that is what, here the CH3 group which are present alternative manner. That means one CH3 present above the plane, then another CH3 is present below the plane, again another CH3 present above the plane, and next one present below the plane. This type of the position of the polymerized alkane is known as a symbiotic. Okay, here this titanium TiCl4 which is reacted with the Al(C2H5) thrice in presence of this propene compound, we get here this type of the alkane. That is, this is called as what, isotactic process. This is the isotactic compound. Okay, that means if you take here the titanium tetrachloride and triethyl aluminum which is reacted with the propene in presence of MgCl2, we get the alkane, polymerized alkane, and that polymerized alkane in the form of isotactic manner. Okay, next let me see the importance of this Ziegler-Natta process. This has the high efficiency, high stabilized compound. This is the high stereo regularity, that means their tacticity is 99%. That means here we get the exact product, and we know their stereochemistry. Okay, next is what, it is a high concentration of polymer product. Next, it is easy generation, that means we can easily form this product. It having a low cost in production, and controlled growth, and the formation of the polymer is very easy. Applications, the production of high density polyethylene. Next application is the production of linear low density polyethylene. That means here we can prepare high density polyethylene or also the low density polyethylene. Here just adding methanol, we can break that chain. Okay, and if we want to get the high density polymer, then we get the high density polymer. Okay, next application is the production of the thermoplastic uh, polyolefin, and next is the production of crystalline polypropylene, and last application is the production of the carbon nanotube composite. This is very important application of this Ziegler-Natta process. It is very important for the production of the carbon nanotube composite. Next, last is the conclusion. The Ziegler-Natta polymerization is a great way to make a polymer from hydrocarbon monomers like ethylene and the propylene, but it doesn't work for some other kind of the monomers. It only work for what, ethylene and the propylene. Okay, this is the side effect of this reaction. For example, we can't make the PVC by the Ziegler-Natta polymerization. When the catalyst and the co-catalyst come together to form initiating complexes, the radicals are produced during intermediate step of the reaction. This can initiate free radical polymerization of the vinyl chloride monomer. These are the conclusion of the Ziegler-Natta process. Here today we discussed the two heterogeneous catalysts. First, that is a water gas, and the second one, that is what, Ziegler-Natta polymerization. Here we end up the second chapter. We already discussed the first chapter, 18 electron rule, what is the organometallic compound, and here we also end up the second chapter, that is the homogeneous and the heterogeneous catalyst. Okay, next time we will start the next and our last chapter, that is the coordination reaction mechanism. Thanks for watching this lecture. Must watch this lecture and comment as writing your roll number and your name. This is your presentee for this lecture. Thank you very much.